Hello YouTube, Freddy Cardona here. Welcome back to another video. Today is January 8th, 2024. And if you guys have noticed, I have changed the title from Driving in the News to Documenting History. And the reason I did that is because the title Driving in the News doesn't really describe the purpose of the video. It's just someone on YouTube driving in the news, listening to the news. I feel that documenting history actually gives the viewer, when they read the title, the purpose of the video, which is to document history. It's not really to entertain. It's not really to excite people. This type of video I do know is not exciting. Let's see what's going on here in the news.
Either. Next launch to Portland. AccuWeather, mostly sunny, breezy today, the high 44. Winds news time 7:21. Traffic and transit on the ones, and here's Karen Stewart.
Route 17 continues to be the big story this morning. Both directions of 17 in Jersey between Moonachie Avenue and Henry Street in Hasbrook Heights is closed. We've got a tanker fire. We've got down wires and poles. We've got all kinds of crew out there, including FDNY. And as a result of that closure, New Jersey Transit's Pascack Valley line is suspended in both directions. New Jersey Transit rail tickets and passes are being cross-honored by NJ Transit buses. Now, alternate, northbound, you can exit 17 at Moonachie Avenue, go to Bergen Street to Industrial Avenue, take that to 46, and then get back on 17 there. Southbounders, you can go to Franklin Avenue, over to Hackensack Street, into Moonachie Avenue, and then head back south.
We had a snowstorm over the weekend. This area here didn't get hit that bad. I'm not familiar with other areas. I don't want to downplay it because I don't know how severe it was in other areas. But we do have more bad weather coming later in the week. Some flooding.
Central in the right lane, and the Van Wyck southbound, still no finding that missing Stewart grade over at Jamaica Avenue. The right and center lanes, unfortunately, continue to be blocked. Traffic is sponsored by Whole Foods Market. Our next report is coming up at 7:31. I'm Karen Stewart, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Start your wellness journey.
One of the things I do when I'm driving and it's snowing and there's snow on the street, like right now it's blacktop, but it's also cold, so there might be black ice. One of the things I do when I leave the house, the first thing I do is I put the brakes on like this really quick. Make sure there's nobody behind me. I don't want people to think I'm brake checking them, but I do this just like that. I put on my brakes semi-hard, and the reason I do that is that tells me if there's ice
that we've gotten in the snow from this last storm and then the three previous storms that we saw in December. The ground is saturated, and with the snow on the ground in places, it just has nowhere to go. So with the warm temperatures and the melt and the rain on top of it, major flooding risk and also wind problems with damaging wind gusts that could cause some power outages. The height of the storm later tomorrow night into Wednesday. There's another storm on its heels as we head towards the weekend. We'll talk about that in 10 minutes on New York's weather station 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Come tomorrow, time's up for migrant families who have been sheltered by the city.
Beautiful sunset coming up there. If you can see that there.
Will rally in Foley Square.
So yeah, when I do that brake check test to see if there's black ice, that tells me that at every intersection I have to apply my brakes well in advance of the intersection or any cars that are in front of me.
Planning to do on Tuesday.
Did you guys see the video I posted over the weekend? Okanite cables right here to the left.
Placing their kids from school. We believe it's one of the cruelest things New York City.
And we also posted featured Color Road in Clifton. We used to call that Killer Road. Check that out. Those are the two videos that were uploaded this weekend.
These new arrivals are actually given first opportunity for shelter space, meaning those evicted are going to have to wait. Glenn Shuck, 1010 Wins, a 92.3 FM at City Hall.
The race to the moon is on. Yeah, the first moon lander since Apollo in 1972.
Showing you the Lakeview section here real quick before we continue going to work.
Creator Gene Roddenberry paying special attention to the launch. On board, several experiments and the remains of 70 people, including Roddenberry and Star Trek actress Nichelle Nichols.
He and the First Lady of Star Trek, along with a number of the other cast members from Star Trek, along with countless other prominent and wonderful people, their ashes and their DNA are going to join together and be launched out. Humanity is going where no one has gone before.
That's correspondent Derek Dennis. This was on board the maiden flight of the United Launch Alliance's Vulcan rocket. Good name, right? 10-10-Win Sports, the season on the whole, not what anyone around here was hoping for, but at least the Jets and Giants went out on high notes.
And Susan, up until the 2-minute warning, it had been a Foxborough field goal fest with the Patriots, but then...
Inside the 30, inside the 20, breaks a tackle, 10, 5, touchdown! That's an icing on the cake, Jet touchdown for Breece Hall. Snow Angels in the offensive end zone for the Jets as they put this one away.
Bob was using on Jets radio, Hall going 50 yards to cap a 17-3 win. Gangrene's first against Bill Belichick in over 8 years. Meantime for Sterling Shepard and the Giants, a 27-10 blowout of the Eagles.
Team that we've been struggling with the past couple of years, and I'm just happy that we were able to end the season on a high note.
Just wanted to check out some side streets.
My last time being in blue, being able to get those guys.
The game that Big Blue led 24-0 at halftime. Mark Renee, 10-10-Win Sports on 92.3 FM.
It's 37 degrees now, mostly cloudy. The humidity 59%. The winds are northwest at 9 miles an hour, 37 going up to only 44, but we will get mostly sunny skies this afternoon. Winds news time 7:26, Bloomberg Money Watch, and Steve Potusk.
Netflix was busy cutting back on original programming last year, Susan. It was the first time it reduced the number of original shows in its pipeline, as it released about 130 fewer in 2023 than the year before.
Hopefully you guys caught my live stream Saturday night during the storm, during the snowfall.
2023, Netflix had its lightest slate of new releases in 5 years. Home Depot is facing an augmented reality lawsuit. A company called AR Design Innovations is suing the retailer, saying it infringed on a patent by offering an augmented reality tool for interior design projects. It allows customers to see what products will look like in their homes, but AR Design says the tool uses similar technology to its patented three-dimensional interior design system. On Wall Street, stock futures are trying to bounce off earlier lows. S&P futures still down about 2 points. NASDAQ gaining 12 points now. The Dow futures, though, they're still down 161. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Steve Potusk for 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.
Spectrum Business is made to work like your small business. Made to do it all with fast, ultra-reliable internet, phone, and mobile services.
Yeah, that live stream that I did on this past Saturday night was an impromptu live stream, so I didn't expect too many people to tune in, but a few of you did, so I appreciate it. Make sure you're subscribed so that you can be notified. I'm going to get off of this side street. There's a lot of trucking activity, which is understandable.
Give yourself a hand, New York, because even your chance to win is more.
We're on Dundee Avenue. I did all these streets in my Featuring Every Street program, or Featuring Every Street project, I should say.
Instant win prizes. Visit NYcollectNWin.com to enter eligible Extreme Multiplier tickets by the end of each month for a chance at the monthly top prize.
Crossing Trenton Avenue. Let's make sure no vehicles are approaching.
NY or text Hope NY.
Jim was at the laundromat when he heard.
Yeah, the live stream was pretty fun.
But his nose said.
And during that live stream, if you haven't checked it out, there's a portion of it where I heard a couple of booms, a couple of small bangs, which I suspect, and plus the sky lit up to the left of where I was filming, and I suspect it was a transformer, but I really am not sure. I just think that's what it was. Check it out if you get a chance. Check out the live stream. It's about 45 minutes long, 40 minutes long. I walked around Market Street in Patterson during the storm, or during the snowfall, I should say, as we head up here to Lakeview Avenue.
Sloman's is offering a free home security system and installation.
It's nice to get out here before the sun actually rises over the horizon, so you don't get that glare, but you do get a beautiful sunrise.
Just live with foot pain. Find the good
gas is $2.85 regular and $2.95 credit. Regular credit is $2.91 regular credit and $2.85 regular cash.
And a very good Monday morning, everyone. I'm Scott Stanford. You know, while we all had our attention turned to the upcoming congestion pricing in the city, the Bridge and Tunnel Authority went ahead and slipped in a little toll hike crossing the Hudson yesterday.
Raphael was waiting at a light to get into the Lincoln Tunnel, and he said, no matter which way you go, drivers are just getting hit in the pocket.
It's unfair. That's not good. More money coming out of the pocket. It's crazy.
The Port Authority tolls went up 63 cents per trip. That averages to between 3.7% and 4.9%, depending upon the time of day you travel. And Zainab wasn't happy as she sat behind the wheel of her car.
Yeah, that's too much. I was not happy about it.
There's not much you can do, though.
I know that.
The Port Authority has said the increase is based on inflation. And don't forget, congestion pricing is scheduled to start in March. Carol Diori at 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM outside the Lincoln Tunnel.
Easy Pass users are going to pay $15.38 now during peak hours, $13.38 off peak. And if you don't have the Easy Pass by now, and why wouldn't you have that? You're going to get a bill in the mail for $17.63. Winds News Time 7:31. Traffic and transit on the ones. We get you back out to the busy roads. What do you see, Karen Stewart?
It's all about Route 17, both ways. In Jersey, we are closed between Moonachie Avenue and Henry Street in Hasbrook Heights. We've got a tanker fire. We've got down wires and poles. Again, all lanes are closed on 17 both ways between Moonachie Avenue and Henry Street. Eastbound onto Moonachie Avenue is where you can head if you're going northbound. Take that to Bergen Street to Industrial Avenue and then take 46 back onto Route 17. Southbounders on 17 exit onto Franklin Avenue and then go to Hackensack Street to Moonachie Avenue and then back onto 17 southbound from there. Now, as a result of the 17 closure, New Jersey Transit's Pascack Valley Line rail service is suspended both ways. New Jersey Transit rail tickets and passes are being cross-honored by NJ Transit buses. And the northbound Garden State Parkway at 145, we've got an accident. The right and center lanes are closed. And your Hudson River crossing numbers, as we check what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels, 30 in at the George, both levels. On the inbound George, lower on the New York side, there's an accident blocking the center lane. The Lincoln is 25. The Holland has also got about a 25-minute delay. Traffic is sponsored by the Barnes Firm Traffic Tip Line, which is 844-JAM-1010. Traffic and transit every 10 minutes around the clock, breaking traffic alerts whenever they happen. I'm Karen Stewart, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
I'm attorney Rich Barnes. If you've been in a car crash,
Heading to River Road now in Garfield.
the best result possible.
Let's see, what is the mobile gas station here? The prices. $2.99. Cash or credit.
Yes, got a good one today.
$3.99 Supreme.
Yeah, it is cold out the door. Be prepared for real feels in the mid-20s greeting you here this morning. Then as we get into the afternoon on...
Looks like there's a new roadway being added. An extension to the existing roadway up there with that bridge.
Tonight into tomorrow. We'll start in the 20s and 30s tomorrow morning. We'll get back up into the upper 40s tomorrow afternoon with rain arriving then. And then tomorrow night into Wednesday, rain heavy at times with strong damaging wind gusts, potentially 50 mile per hour gusts in the city and some 60 miles per hour in Long Island, 40 mile per hour gusts in some of the inland suburbs. Not only do we have the risk of major flooding with 2 to as much as 3 inches in some areas potentially from the storm, but we also have the situation where we're going to have to watch the power outages tomorrow night into early Wednesday. Rain tapers to some showers Wednesday. We'll be in the low to mid 50s at the start of the day, fall back dry Thursday up to 48, and then here comes another wind and rainstorm, probably similar to the one that we're going to deal with tomorrow into Wednesday. That's coming for Friday into Saturday. Right now 37 degrees with some sunshine. We're going up to 44 today. I'm AccuWeather with the meteorologist Steve DeVore on New York's weather station 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Open enrollment at Get Covered New Jersey is happening now. Join the many residents getting quality, affordable health.
That was a weird thing just there. All right, guys, we're going to cut it off here. We're 14 minutes in. Don't want to take up too much of your time. I want to thank you for joining me on this and all the previous videos on the channel. I really appreciate it. I am so grateful for the views, the likes, the subscribers, the ATF squad. It all helps the channel, and I really thank you for that support. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next Documenting History.